What is leadership? It's a tricky question. There are lots of answers to it. If you Google that question, you'll get about 1 million answers to it. But I want to take you through in a little series of videos my own thoughts about what leadership is, the ideas of a guy called John Adair, who was a really proper leadership academic and thinker, and then a contrast of leadership and management. And that's something I've talked about before, but I want to dig into it in this little series of 3 linked videos about what leadership is. Hi, I'm Ben at leadershipjetway.com. I'm all about helping new leaders get a flying start in their leadership journey. And if you're in your first management role, if you're leading a team for the first time, I want to help by sharing some of the best things I've learned in 15 years of actually doing leadership. And at leadershipjetway.com, there's a whole pile of free resources for you. I don't want your email address. You can just go and download some PDFs, watch some video training, even take a full online course. It's all there. Go and check it out. And what I'm doing in this little series is I'm actually picking up on stuff that's in the online course. And that course takes new leaders through everything you need to know to get going in leadership. And what leadership is the first question. For so many people starting in that first management job, your boss gives you the role, the word leadership appears in your job description, but no one tells you what they mean by it or how to do it. So I want to talk about that. And one way to start is by looking for leadership quotes. There's a very famous leadership writer called John Maxwell. If you're interested in leadership, you have probably heard of him and you've probably read 1 or 2 of his books. He often says a leader is someone who knows the way, shows the way, and goes the way. And that's kind of where my own definition for leadership comes from. But I take it a couple of steps further than that. So my description of leadership is like this. Leadership is understanding what's going on, figuring out what needs to happen, and working with people to make it happen. And that working with people bit is important because, sure, you can make a difference on your own. You can sit in your room and you can change the world. But if you're doing that, you're probably not leading, you're just doing. So the working with people thing is important. And this definition, understanding what's going on, figuring out what needs to happen, and working with people to make it happen, this definition works for business leadership, for political leadership, for social leadership. It works if you're leading a team of 5 or a company of 5,000. It even works if you haven't got your own team. Okay, if you're just trying to push things along from wherever you are in your organization. It doesn't matter if no one reports to you. If you understand what's going on and figure out what needs to happen and can work with people to make it happen, then you're doing leadership. And that definition really works for leaders of teams. If you're in that first management role, that what's going on, what do we need to do, how are we going to work together to do it, are the 3 questions you should be asking as a leader every day, all the time. Okay? So there it is. There's my definition of what is leadership. The next video in the series, we will talk about John Adair's definition. So look out for that here on the Leadership Jetway. Take care. Bye.